In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the intersection and the union of the intervals shown here. So this symbol, that's intersection, and this symbol means union. So let's begin. Let's graph each interval separately first. So 2 to 5, we'll say this is 2 and this is 5. We have an open circle at 2 since we have a parenthesis there, and another open circle at 5. So this is how we can graph the first interval on a number line. Now let's graph the second interval. So we're going to start at 3 and we're going to end at 7. Now we have a set of brackets, so we're going to have a closed circle at 3 and 7. Now we want to find the intersection of the two intervals. So where do they intersect? If we line them up, we could see they intersect in this region here. So starting from 3 and ending at 5. Now both intervals include 3. You could find 3 here, and 3 exists in that interval as well. So we're going to have a closed circle at 3. Now 5 can be found in this interval, but not in the first interval. So we can't include 5. 5 is not found in both intervals. So it goes from 3 to 5. So the interval 2 to 5 intersecting with 3 to 7, the answer is going to be from 3 ending at 5. You could read it from left to right here. So this is the answer for part A. Now for part B, we want to find the union of the two intervals. So basically we want to combine these two together. So it starts at 2 and it ends at 7. This is the beginning, this is the end. We have an open circle at 2, a closed circle at 7. So to find the union is pretty straightforward. Basically, you start with what you see here and you end with what you see here. So that's how you could find the union of two intervals. Now let's try another example. Feel free to pause the video if you want to work on this. So let's graph the first interval, which is going to be from 1 to 6. Now we have a set of brackets, so we're going to put a closed circle at 1 and at 6. Now let's graph the second interval. So it's going to start up at 4 and it's going to end at 9. We have a set of parentheses, so we're going to have an open circle at 4 and at 9. So now what is the intersection of the two intervals? So they intersect in this region here. It's going to start up at 4 and end at 6. So let's draw the intersection. Now 4 is not included in both intervals. 4 is included in the first interval but not in the second. Since it's not included in both intervals, we're going to have an open circle. Now 6 is included in both intervals. We could find a 6 here and we could find a 6 there. So we're going to have a closed circle at 6. So the answer is going to be 4 to 6. We're going to have a parenthesis at 4 and a bracket at 6. Now let's move on to part B. So let's find the union of the two intervals. So we're going to combine these two intervals, starting with 1, ending at 9. Now we have a closed circle at 1 and an open circle at 9. So we can also just see it here. We're starting up at 1 and we're going to end at 9 with an open circle. So that's how we could find the union of two intervals. Simply focus on these two parts. Now I want to mention something important. This technique only works if there is an intersection to begin with. If the two intervals do not intersect, then this technique that we've been using may not work. So just keep that in mind. Now let's try another example. Feel free to work on this problem. So the first interval is going to go from negative infinity, and we're going to stop at 4. And then we're going to find the intersection between that interval and this one, 2 to 7. Go ahead and work on that example. And then for part B, we're going to find the union of the two intervals. So let's start with part A. So the first interval is going to go from negative infinity to 4. It doesn't include 4, so we have an open circle, but we're going to shade towards negative infinity. For the second interval, it starts up at 2 and it ends at 7. It includes 2, so we're going to have a closed circle, but it doesn't include 7, so we need the open circle there. Now let's find the intersection of the two. So it's between 2 and 4. 2 is included in both intervals. 4 is not included in both, so we need an open circle at 4. So the answer is going to start at 2 and it's going to end at 4. So that is the intersection of the two intervals. Now let's find the union. So it starts at negative infinity and it ends at 7. And we have an open circle at 7. So that is the union or the combination of the two. So because they intersect, we could say that we can start from negative infinity. We're going to end at 7. We can only use that technique because there's an intersection to begin with. So that's it for this video. Now you know how to find the intersection and the union of two intervals.